So what is the surprise today? What are we opening up? What's under the box? It's a human head! Oh my gosh!
Open up some boxes, gonna look inside. Hope there's something good, let's have a good time, yeah!
Okay, so why am I sitting here in my bathrobe on the floor? I'm literally on the floor in front of my coffee table at this angle. Well, today we're opening up something a little different. I was recently thinking about some other fun surprises to open because I want this channel to be more about opening products that are hidden, not necessarily just designer vinyl. I mean, that's close to my heart. That's what I'll mostly stick to, but I also want to do some other reviews, some other reveals. So I recently purchased some candles where you burn them down and you find a surprise piece of jewelry inside the wax. I also thought about getting, and have gotten actually, some bath bombs. So I want to be at an angle where you can see these bombs fizzing open inside of this water, and it needs to be right in front of the camera, and I want to be able to look at it too. And I am so ready for a bath right now. My hair is so greasy. I am, that's why I'm here not really wearing much makeup, because I'm gonna hop right in the bathtub after we do our first one here. So what am I talking about with these bath bombs? Well, companies are now hiding jewelry inside of these spheres that are compressed powder that reacts in water. Basically, it's a reaction between citric acid and sodium bicarbonate, or as you know it, baking soda. So the water acts as a solvent, breaks this up. The two reactants come in contact with one another and they fizz, and it's very much like the age-old, does that actually apply here? It's very much like the science experiment you know about that a lot of 6-year-olds do, where they have a volcano and there's vinegar and baking soda and it explodes up out of the volcano. Very similar, very mild bases and acids. And actually, this is one reason that I have stayed away from bombs for a while. This is really my first experience with them. I knew about them years ago. In fact, they were invented by a woman named Mo Constantine, who founded the Lush brand. So she was looking at Alka-Seltzers and thought that would be really cool as a bath product. But I have looked at the fizzing and the dyes and thought it just looks like some bright soda being created. Soda as in soda pop, or Coke, or whatever you call it in your area. I know a lot of different people have different terms for it. So it just looks to me like soda that's fizzing, and then you're gonna go put yourself in the water. That's a little weird to me. Also, these products say not to go in the water until it's fully fizzed. So in my opinion, it was like, what's the point of the fizzing if it doesn't actually, like, you don't feel the bubbles tickling your skin or anything like that. You just watch it from afar. You just kind of watch it happen, and then you put yourself in the water. And then what is actually good about it, because I was questioning this, it says don't let it go in your eyes. So I'm gonna let it go all over my body, but not in my eyes. I would say you probably don't want to exfoliate your skin all the time. So I wouldn't do it all the time, and that's why this video is going to take me a while. So it's July 20th, 2019, and I'm expecting that when you see this video, it's going to be weeks or months, something like that later, because I'm going to take these baths at leisure. So I got bombs from 2 different companies. The first ones I got were Pearl Bath Bombs. It says the original ring bath bomb. I got it in lavender. I really like lavender. I like more of these floral type scents instead of the really candy type scents. This one promises to have a ring valued up to $5,000. So I think for the most part you can expect to get costume jewelry. Lavender essence oil is what is inside of it. It says on the outside, handmade in America, natural ingredients, 100% vegan, cruelty free, never tested on animals, cool. Sodium bicarbonate, citric acid, cornstarch, Epsom salt, so they also have some salts in there for you to soak in. Almond oil, witch hazel, lavender, essential oil, glycerin, isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, so a lot of different things in there that are also good, except for the alcohol would probably dry you out. I think that's more, I don't know if that was to just dry it out during the making. I wouldn't expect there to really be alcohol in there anymore at this point if it's dry. So anyway, let's just look at what this bomb looks like. Kind of pale purple color wrapped up, tied on top, the label here. And it's a pretty massive looking sphere. One reason I purchased this, it was $14.95. At this time, up until July 4th is when I got this, they were also giving you a free one that also has a ring on the inside that was patriotic themed. So, ooh, some of it's falling out of the bomb there. Oops, there's a little hole in this one, it looks like, so I can actually smell it. They smell very similar. I can't really smell the lavender right now. They just smell almost like a Pixie Sticks. Yes, I say a Pixie Sticks because it's S-T-I-X, and I don't know how to singularize that. I don't know, is that even a word, singularize? I don't know how to make that singular, so, but yeah, a lot of candies, sour candies have citric acid, so it really smells like a candy right now. Maybe when I explode these bath bombs, they will, and that sounded so weird too. No, it's like more of like you fizz them. When I fizz these, maybe they'll smell more like their advertised scents. I don't think this one had an advertised scent though. I think it was just like patriotic bath bomb. This one definitely should have lavender oil in it. So that's those. I also got, for comparison, I recently purchased some of the surprise candles from Forever Wick. So when you burn it down, you get a real diamond. And I think that's really cool. That'll be on another video coming up. Well, I also thought for comparison with these bombs, I would also purchase a balm from them. So I got this stress relief balm. I think it's eucalyptus if I recall correctly. So yes, it's time now to fizz our first bath bomb. I don't want to scratch it though. There we go. All right. So the powder wants to fall off some. Anyway, here it goes. Fizzy. Let's see here, so it's looking like that right now. Yes, I put my hand in it before it finished fizzing, but I don't think, you know, your hands touching this reaction, it's not really a problem. It's more of more delicate areas touching it can be a problem. You can actually see some bubbles coming up over the top. So here is the bath after about a minute of fizzing. I'm not even sure if there's a balm left in there, but really nice colors there. It's kind of fun to watch, but again, it just doesn't look like something I would normally want to take a bath in. So after about 3 minutes, that's as much of our balm that's left. It is really, I mean, I'm getting some foam here. I am so tempted to do a beard with this, but I don't really want to risk putting this on my face at the moment. Again, you shouldn't get it in your eyes. It hasn't mixed very well. It still smells like Pixie Sticks, a little bit chemically, and the coloring seems to be getting stronger. It has a bit of an oily feel to it, so I do think it will both exfoliate and moisturize. It's kind of fun to play with. Here's our little plastic capsule. Reminds me of Gashapon. It almost looks like it's dyeing my hands blue. So that's a little concerning. Yeah, my nails are blue, my hands are blue. So not so sure I'm completely into these. I'd probably prefer a non-colored balm over one with very bright colors. So now I've washed off my little capsule. My hands are not dyed, so I want to be fair. This company, it does not stain. It took almost nothing to get off the blue coloring. I just dipped it in water, didn't even need soap. So let us see. So my ring, here's my little ring. Pink stone. I'm not seeing any sort of marking. Size 6, because that's what I asked for, but it's really pretty. And then I have this code that I need to try out online to see if my prize is worth anything. Looking at it right now, I would say no, it's not. It looks like costume jewelry to me. Let's just see how this looks. So yeah, it's actually quite pretty. It's something that I would wear if it were real, but I can tell right now that this is a piece of costume jewelry and there's no markings on it, so I don't think it's real. Size 6 tends to fit me. Yeah, it actually looks quite lovely though. It's quite lovely. Hey guys, I am so ready for another bath because I just got back from salsa dancing outside, 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep, I said Fahrenheit, because I have to specify units as a scientist. You can't get confused with that Celsius with me. Nope. I need a bath, and you bet your bottom dollar, bet your boopy dollar, what is the phrase? Bet your bottom dollar? You better believe it, we'll go with that one. You better believe it, it's going to be cold. It might even have ice in it. I might empty out my freezer. That sounds really good right now. I thought that I could do this summer without AC, without air conditioning, because we're coming upon August, and I was like, oh, that's fall, you know? That's it. The leaves should start turning, it should start cooling down, and we're just going to have a couple of days of a heat wave, and then global warming happened. So I need a cold bath today, and I need to scrub off all this icky grime and sweat, and I don't think you want to hear about my sweat, but I said it. And I'm going to use this Pearl Bath Bombs, Pearl Bath Bomb. It's like a palindrome. It's in lavender. I hope it has more aroma than my first one. I just think it's going to be soothing right now. I should get some jewelry inside, and I looked more into this. This one promises a piece of costume jewelry, pretty much, a cubic zirconium, maybe plated in something, some sort of metal, but it shouldn't be that expensive. What happens is there's a code inside, and you have a chance at winning something more when you insert that code online. I don't think that's, you type it in. But yeah, we're going to insert this into some water. And oh my goodness, what do you know? There is just happens to be some water sitting right here. So let's untie this. I said let's untie this. Crinkle, crinkle. And always the powder. We just start. ASMR. Okay, I'm gonna really put it in now. That's what she said. And insert. Oh, whoa! That one's making noise. This is so much fizzier than the first one. Oh my goodness. It does smell like lavender somewhat. Yeah, it smells like lavender. It's moving, it's grooving, it's dancing, it's not really prancing, it's not really leaping. It is sitting there and making a lot of bubbles. It smells a little bit chemically, actually. I think the mixture of the pixie stick essence with the lavender is a bit chemical instead of natural smelling. And there's the capsule. That did not take very long at all. Oh wow. Violent, violent, violent. I thought maybe the lavender, it was like a light purplish color, would be more appealing, but this reminds me of Pepto-Bismol. So that looks like that's finished. That didn't take very long. And now we have a treasure. So these remind me of Gashapon. I've got my code, so I've got to see if I got anything else. My ring. It looks like a fake engagement ring to me, and it's actually quite pretty. I do like it a lot, and the fact that it's my size is pretty cool as well. Oh, that is gorgeous. It should fit me perfectly. Yep. I actually really like that. I think it's gorgeous. And if I wanted to fake that I was married, it would work really well. So socially, I might be doing that. Going out and wearing this, sometimes it's helpful. So now I'm ready to enter my codes and see if I want anything else. And here's how it works on their website. You can see more specific instructions. So you want to bathe with your bath bomb, you get your little capsule out, you get your ring, and in addition to that you get a code. And then here it says enter the redemption code online to win a ring worth up to $5,000. Okay, you might hear me swallowing a lot right now, and I kind of ripped up this package, but there's these ginger lemon Haribo gummies. They like soothe your throat, so they feel just really great to suck on, but they're also like gummy bears. I really like them. They've got a spice to them. So I'm just inserting that in here because I happen to be chewing on one. Alright, I filled in my code, my first code I got. Let's see if we won anything. Ooh, we're going on a journey. And I got some pearl points. So I think that just goes towards shopping, but I think it takes like thousands of points to get anything. Alright, and let's do the other code.
Open up some boxes, gonna look inside. La 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 la.
So I actually had plugged this one in just to see how it worked, and so I did this with my first bomb. So I won pearl points as well, so it looks like I didn't win anything else. While I'm on the website, I just wanted to show you some of the other products here in their ring lines. So you can actually pick out more specific styles here. For instance, we have this amethyst druzy geode marked down to $19.95. So you can get this style of ring here. It comes in, I believe, only 3 different styles of rings, and it's going to have real amethyst druzy stones. You can select other styles. Here's one with onyx. They've got a rose gold geode, a whole geode collection. So you can kind of get a little bit specific with what you want if there's something in particular. I mean, this looks like a pretty cool gift set to get all of these different types of druzys for $49.95. It even describes it here. One of them is a 14 karat rose gold plated. One is an 18 karat gold plated green druzy, and another one is a platinum plated. So that's a pretty good product. And then in addition to that, you can usually select your size. It looks like they're out of many of the sizes here, but I kind of like that you're getting a little bit more specific in what you're getting, but the person opening it is surprised and the exact style of ring is unknown. So that's kind of cool, and I do like that as an option. You can kind of pay a little bit more for a ring that you know exactly what the quality is. But if you do more of the general type ring, it's like what I did, that was a really cheap ring, this $14.95 one here, you're going to get probably a cubic zirconium, probably not any really special sort of metal on your band. Basically, it just says ring style not guaranteed. The ring in the photo is just for advertisement purposes or presentation purposes, so really all that you're guaranteed is the size, and it's probably not worth a lot, although I really thought my rings looked pretty cool. So today is August the 7th. It's been a little bit of time since I started this video on bath bombs, and I'm definitely ready for the last one. Today I ran home in the rain in lightning, thunder. I thought I was going to die. A little bit of stress there. Also, I've been working with several student organizations, preparing for the year, the upcoming academic year. So I could use some stress relief, to say the least, and that's what this is called. So I think I'm gonna dig into this. That sounded like I was gonna eat it. No, don't eat this. I think I could definitely use some eucalyptus in my life right now. So here we go. My last bath bomb of this batch, my first Forever Wick bath bomb. Oh! I think that one's bubbling the most. There's like fizz coming up out. Oh, there's heat coming off of that. Oh, maybe it's just because the water was all. No, that feels hotter than. Yeah, there's actually like steam coming up off of it. And it's bubbling so much it's going onto my table. Yeah, it might just be because the water's warm, but it kind of looks like steam. I have to say that this is a more attractive color to me for a bath, but the smell is like menthol. This is reminding me, ow, and it went up my nose. Oh my gosh, that burns. Okay, don't do that. Don't do what I just did. I just put acid up my nose. I hope that sounds wrong. It smells like menthol, and it's spraying. My eyes are kind of hurting at this level, so I'm going to move right now. So it only took about a minute for it to fully dissolve, and I have to say this is a more attractive color to me than the Pepto-Bismol and the dark blue of the Pearl Bath Bombs. But the smell of this is just not that good. The menthol smell is reminding me of Vicks Vapor Rub. I don't know if you all can see this, but there's actually a phase separation going on. There's maybe over here you can see it better. There's actually oil floating on top of this. So it looks like it has a lot more oils, which might make for a more pleasant soak. I've already dipped my hand in it and it doesn't burn, and it actually leaves a very smooth, moisturizing oil on your skin, which I think kind of dispersed throughout an entire tub might be really wonderful. So I'm still gonna go ahead and do this, even though my eyes were burning and my nose burned, but I kind of did stupid things by putting my face so close. So I'm just gonna give this the benefit of the doubt and still go ahead and soak, and I'll get right back to you. All right, so you've seen me do the stress relief bath bomb, and now to the jewelry. And magically, it's back intact, because I actually wanted you to see how the ring looked on the bomb, so I recorded this before I dissolved it. So here's the ring, absolutely gorgeous. Comes on top of the bomb like this. Let's pull it off and take a look. So we have a bright red gemstone surrounded by clear gemstones with this rose gold looking band. If I look inside of the band, it actually says 18K GP, so it is real rose gold plated. The fit is actually great. It's a great standalone piece. I don't actually own any other rose gold, so I tried taking a look at this with some of my other gold rings. I have some gold filled copper rings here. I have a pure gold ring that I got from my mom, a cat's eye sapphire with real diamonds, worth quite a bit actually. And those tones just don't match that great, so I think I'll do it as a standalone piece, or maybe I'll start collecting a little bit more rose gold. And now for the price of the ring. So I actually saw this on top of the package before I even opened it. It was really exciting. It is worth $100. So they promise a $40 to $100 ring, and I got the maximum, so that's really exciting. But that being said, for being $100, being this bright of a red color, my guess is that this is not a natural ruby. Something of this color and size would usually run at around $1,000 to $2,000, and then if that was real diamonds on the outside, it would be worth so much, because those are actually not that small. So my guess is that this is cubic zirconium surrounding a lab synthesized ruby, which would have no imperfections. It would be absolutely perfect, but it's just not natural, so it's not worth as much. Okay, just real quick to review the bath bombs. All of them did exfoliate my skin surprisingly well. But the Forever Wick had a little bit higher oil content, which left my skin feeling more silky smooth. Also, the Forever Wick had a more distinguishable aroma to it, although I wasn't too keen on the eucalyptus. But the Pearl Bath Bombs just smelled like candy, and they were a little bit fake looking colors as well. So I think that the Forever Wick will have more distinct aromas, and I would just recommend choosing something else besides the eucalyptus. So just based on the bath bombs alone, I would say the Forever Wick is the winner in this case. So now to see all the rings together. So I have on the bottom my pearl bath bombs, and then on the top I have my ruby ring. I think these all look actually really great together. They're very similar in style, and for costume jewelry I absolutely love these, especially this clear one here. I think the size is what makes these so much better than some of the other costume jewelry you get. A lot of times you'll see rings like this. It's just so gaudy. So yeah, I think it was pretty great. Pearl Bath Bombs lets you choose your size. And then I think that the price range of rings that you get for on sale, often it's $14 to $19. To get a $40 to $100 ring is pretty special. So I actually was pleasantly surprised by both of these companies, and I would recommend them if you like this type of surprise, and especially if you like bath bombs. I have to admit, I'm not too big on that candy smell. I don't like the fact that it fizzes before you take the bath. You're just supposed to be entertained, I guess. And I feel like there's other scrubs that I'd prefer to use. But if you like surprises like candles and bath bombs, I would actually go for the bath bombs more because the prize is more immediate. And I often see that people burn down entire candles and dig out the rings prematurely and ruin the candle. And so if you're just going to have a patience issue, and especially if you like bath bombs already, I would go for this. Let me know if you liked this video, what you didn't like. If you liked this kind of blind box, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time on The Blind Unboxer. Bye!